we have a program for monitoring iPads, and it's called Apple Classroom. Apple Classroom allows you to view the screens of your iPads. It allows you to actually lock the screens. It lets you open programs and navigate to websites. It also lets you mute iPads if kids have forgotten earbuds. So here's how this works. To get the program, you go to Self-Service on your Mac, and you're searching either under the Apple apps or it's alphabetical. You're looking for Apple Classroom. And I'm going to click on Install. Once this installs, it lives in my programs. Now it's time to create my first class. So I click Create Class, give it a class name. The description's optional. Pick an icon, a color, and click Done. So, this will only work when the kids are in Bluetooth range of me and I have this open. So I'm going to come up to my three dots and invite my students. Unlike Google Classroom, this code changes every time you open it, so it's not worth writing down. So on the iPads, the students go into their settings. They have to make sure they're not on the guest Wi-Fi and that Bluetooth is turned on. As long as you have invited them, Classroom will show up. Or if Classroom is on, you've turned it on, they'll see it in their settings. So they click on the class, enter your code, and again, don't write this down because it's going to change every single time you click it. And then they're in. We've got it set so they can't opt out. Alright, so on my teacher screen, this is what I see, and I have to click Add. So if a kid's absent, you have to repeat that process. But once it's done, it's done. Then they're connected to you. Every time you open this class, you can hop in and see their iPads. So I can click an individual iPad, and these are the actions that I get. So if I wanted to see what the student's doing, I can view the screen. Okay, if I had a classroom full of iPads here, I could see their screens at a glance, and then I could double click on one to view it a little closer. I can lock the iPads, so if they need to be paying attention to something else and not their device, that helps. So I'm going to unlock that one. Notice it says that I'm on the lock screen. It'll even tell you if their battery percentage is dangerously low. So by clicking on an individual device, I can control it individually. If I come up here, I can view screens. So all of my iPads would show up, and then I could go to one specifically. The three dots, I can invite, remove students, and you see I have hide, lock, and mute, but importantly, end the class at the end. I can navigate them to any sites that I've bookmarked in favorites. Can even lock them into that, which is how you might do MobiMax. So see, it navigated to Safari to that page I asked it to go to. Okay, I'm going to say done. The other thing I can do is lock them in a specific app. So I'm going to find Safari. And I'm going to lock them into that app. So if they've got MobiMax open on Safari, it'll lock them in. They can go anywhere within Safari though, so don't be fooled. It locks them into an app. So I'm going to come to my three dots and unlock them when I'm done. So as it's unlocking, I left this on here so you could see sometimes it takes a few seconds. We just have to be patient with it. So while Apple Classroom does just a few basic things, it does them pretty well. You want to make sure kids have Bluetooth turned on all the time. And this only works when they're with you. So if they're out of Bluetooth range, it won't work. So they can't be in another part of the building in a study hall and have you see what they're doing. The teacher in charge needs to turn on the Apple Classroom and then end the class when finished.